I never wanted life to be boring. If you think about spending the rest of your life with someone, it's got to be someone really good. It's got to be someone that surprises you, that does things unexpected, and that's what I saw in Paul. I am very playful, so he was there this day, and I just saw him like a serious person. You know, we weren't dating at the time, and there was some cake, icing. Yeah. And then I saw him, and I was like, I think some cake would be nice in his hand. So I took some and I came and just threw on him. But I was so surprised because when we left, he has kept in his hand the icing. So he was waiting for the right moment. He comes right at my face and my hair. And it was very funny because it was unexpected. And I was like, so you like to play?
I would say that our relationship is very varied, a lot of variety. I would say that I'm sort of quite laid back, and whereas Prisla's a lot more, just a bit more spontaneous. But I think it works. It works nicely because I think, it kind of balances. We balance each other out. So we initially met very, very briefly in the beginning of 2016.
This very first time we interacted was in Mozambique, and then we re-met in Belo Horizonte, in Brazil, I would say we definitely had a memorable time up in the mountain, remember?
Yeah.
There was this place we went, Serra da Piedade, and my mom was with us, and she started saying like, oh, let's dance, let's dance, let's dance. So we put on the music, and he knew the song, which is a Nigerian song that I loved.
And then, she started playing this song. I was like, oh, you know that song. How do you know that song? I know that song. And then, we started dancing. So that was a special moment.
And dancing was like what kind of brought us together. So that's why it's so special, because we've been dancing ever since.
I've been trying.
We enjoy little moments in life. I like to just sit and listen to the birds. And so, for example, the other day we made a barbecue, and Paul just wanted to stare at the fire. He just wanted to enjoy it. So I found in him something that is very important to me, to appreciate, especially nature. I like to think that he's got layers, and with time, with those he feels comfortable with, he starts to remove layers, and I feel very fortunate that he's being able to open up with me.
I feel better, for meeting Prisla. And one time when I was worried about something, and I worried whether Prisla was going to be able to hear me out and to listen to me, and she did. She was she gave me a listening ear. And after we talked, I felt better, and I thought, wow, she's a good listener, and she does really care about me. So I think that's when I really started to think, okay, we're going places.
I remember one time that we were out with friends and I had a headache, and he kept asking like, how are you feeling? Are you sure you don't want to rest? Are you okay? And we weren't even dating at the time. We were just friends. So that was something I never forgot, because it shows he's a very caring person. He just cares a lot for everyone.
Yeah, she had something about her, like an energy, I would say, and an enthusiasm. I was curious about her, and I remember thinking, yeah, there's something about her that is special, that I want to know more about her. I like to be in her company.
He's a dreamer. He's got a lot of things planned out for the future, and I love that about him. So I think our life is not going to be boring. We have a lot of spiritual goals that we want to accomplish. So I think we're both looking forward to seeing Jehovah's hand in accomplishing our goals. I think I knew I loved him from the very first month we started dating. And I knew he was the one I wanted to marry. I just want to say we're married. That's what I'm most looking forward to.
From Prisla, my Paulzinho. I'm grateful that I found the best person I ever could to share my life with. You brought an unexplainable feeling of security to my life. I just want to make you feel the same kind of happiness you make me feel. Okay. Thank you for being who you are and for choosing me to spend the rest of your life. With much love, sua princesinha.
Minha querida Prislinha, when I think about our journey so far, I recall so many moments. The laughter, the silliness, the magic, but also the many ups and downs that we've had to deal with. But as long as we continue to put Jehovah first and make quality time to listen and talk to each other, we will go from strength to strength. Eu tenho muito mais para te contar, mas temos muito tempo. Na verdade, temos para sempre. Eu te amo muito, minha princesinha, com perninhas do Amazonas, que atravessou o grande mar e se apaixonou com a terra do meu pai. Each day is truly a blessing, and to have you by my side will make the good times even better and the bad times easier to deal with. Finalmente, estamos aqui.